Do the little words like and the make much difference in English? Absolutely yes. In this video, part 1, we'll review the basics of the English articles and see why you should master this basic grammar rule to be considered a more advanced English speaker. Let's get started. I'm Kristin, and I've helped hundreds and hundreds of students improve their English grammar skills. Sometimes the smallest words in a language are so important to the structure, but also to how you are perceived or judged and viewed as an English language speaker. Many advanced speakers are limited by a fear of forgetting these tiny words or of using the wrong one. They can also be the easiest little words to forget. So first, let's go over the basic rules and then we'll see how to use the articles correctly and make you sound like a more confident speaker. The good news is that there are only 3 articles: an, and the. The last usage is when no article is needed at all, and we will go over that one too. Stay tuned to learn how you can get some practice with these articles. The articles and an are called indefinite because they don't refer to a specific thing. If I need a pen, then I can ask you, do you have a pen I can borrow? I don't care which pen you give me as long as it writes. Any pen will do. And an are basically the same thing, but we use an when the word starts with a vowel. We do this so the sounds blend together more smoothly. Do you have an envelope I can use for this client? An envelope, not a envelope. Use an before words starting with a vowel. But there are exceptions to this rule. Of course there are. The first special tip is this. If the word starts with a vowel, but has a sound like a consonant, then we use the article a. For example, umbrella, university. Both words start with the letter U, that's a vowel. But we would say an umbrella because the U in umbrella is a vowel sound, but we would say a university because the U in university has a Y sound, so it's considered a consonant sound. A university. This can also happen with consonants that will use an instead of a. Look at these 2 words. Hat, hour. Both of them start with the consonant H, but a hat, an hour, because the H in hour is silent, and so the word begins with a vowel sound, hour. But hat, it has the consonant H pronunciation. As you get used to which article to use, say the word out loud and your ear will begin to hear them and you will know automatically if you have used the right one or the wrong one. The second important tip is that a and an are always singular. They're just used with singular nouns, just one, always singular. Can you think of any other words that will use a with a vowel or an with a consonant? If you're finding value in this lesson so far, please give it a like, hit the subscribe button, and turn on notifications. You can also share it with any friends who might want a little more practice. If you do like, subscribe, or share, thank you. The other article is the, and we use it when we want to talk about a specific object. It is called the definite article. If I want a red pen, and I know you own just one, then I might ask you, can I borrow the red pen? I'm being specific because I want a certain pen, the red one. Not the blue one, not the black one, the red one. Unlike a and an, it doesn't matter which letter the word begins with, vowels or consonants. It's all the same when using the. We use the when referring to something or someone that has also already been mentioned in a sentence. For example, my dog needs to visit the vet. I can bring the dog in at 4 o'clock today. The dog. The is also used for both singular and plural nouns. The envelope. One specific envelope. The envelopes. A specific box of envelopes. We also use the for people or objects with unique names. The Queen or the President. The Eiffel Tower or the Washington Monument. Can you think of any other to share with us? Somewhere special that you've been? There will be a link in the description box below for a PDF of practice sentences for you. The last usage is when no article is used at all. An article is not needed with uncountable and plural nouns used in a general context. We call this zero article. For example, when I go to the beach, I get sand everywhere. Sand is uncountable. Envelopes are kept in the office stationery closet. No article is used here because I'm talking about all kinds of envelopes that we use in the office, not a specific kind or size. Do you have any examples of when we use no article at all? If you are working in an international office or you deal with customers and clients from many different countries, it might be really good to learn the English way to say the name of their country. Now, let's look at using articles when talking about countries and continents. Most countries and the continents do not use any articles when you speak about them. I have traveled to China, Iceland, Germany, Mexico, and Bermuda. She has visited Africa, Europe, and South America. All of these, countries first and then continents, do not use any articles. Of course, there are exceptions again. So one of the major exceptions to this rule is when a country is divided into states or even separate countries, or has republic in the English name, the United States, the United Kingdom, or the Dominican Republic. If you are dealing with people internationally at work, it is always an excellent idea to find out how to say the name of their place of origin correctly. It will definitely make you look good, and it will also make them feel a lot better that you were interested enough to even check out that name. Don't be judged by making a minor language mistake. People are often very quick to judge you and think you aren't a good enough English speaker if you forget an article or two, especially if your native language doesn't use articles. So they may be tiny little words, but they are very noticeable if you don't say them. As I mentioned earlier, there is a PDF for additional practice. Practice makes perfect, and the more you practice, the more you'll begin to hear which words, which articles go with which kind of words, and it will start to be more recognizable to you. So the link is in the description box below. Using articles may seem basic to you, but making sure you understand them will take you to the next level. There will be a part 2 to this lesson soon. So for more grammar practice, check out this grammar series here. Never stop learning and make sure to have a wonderful week.